Hey, I just want to tell you, I went to a play a number of years ago that was at a high school. It was a one-act play. And in this play, this man woke up and he had obviously died, and he woke up in his afterlife. Well, when he woke up, he couldn't believe the beauty of the place he was in. And everything was at his fingertips. Everything he wanted was provided for him. Even before he asked, it was provided. He didn't have to wait for anything. He didn't have to work for anything. And finally, in all of his boredom, he called his attendant to his side. And of course, his attendant was always with him. And he said, look, I just want to do something I have to work for and wait for. His attendant said, well, sir, here, you don't ever have to do that. That's not even possible. He said, well, then I'll tell you what, just let me go to hell. The attendant looked at him and said, sir, where do you think you are? You know, it would be great if things were just handed to us. At least we think it would. But honestly, work is good. Work is good for you and it's good for me. You know, I just officiated two funerals on two separate days for two ladies in my church. They both worked all their lives. They worked, one worked at the newspaper, another one worked at Montgomery Wards and the Red Cross, and they both worked for their families and for their church. But they were faithful workers, and they were highly respected, deeply loved. They were cornerstones of this church and will be sorely, sorely missed. But you never had to think about if they were willing to work, because they were. You know, I was raised in a family. My dad was a sole income, and there were 6 children, and there wasn't a lot to go around. And so as we grew up, we learned to work. It wasn't something we were forced to do. It was something we kind of wanted to do. And so got out and worked. I discovered very quickly that I really did enjoy work. I enjoyed the benefits of work. I enjoyed the pay, of course, but I enjoyed everything that went with work and getting to meet new people and all of that. Maybe it was a simpler time, possibly. Maybe it was a simpler day, maybe. But I'm kind of a simple guy. And the thing that I hear from business owners in my church, I hear it all the time. I can't get anybody to work. They all want the money, but they don't want to work. Maybe it is a more complicated time, but the Bible says, whatever you do, work at it with all of your heart as though you're working for the Lord, not for human hands or human masters. Man, I pray we value work. And so how about this? Let's get to work. God bless you. Thank you for joining me today. Pray you make it a great day.